Welcome to another 902 gaming video. I'm going to continue going over the spoiler today, February 2nd. Today we have, it's up to it's apparently up to 181 now. Yesterday I think it was 159, so we have 22 new cards. See what's going on. Seems to be a lot. I think, like I said, I think that by the end of this week we're going to have the rest of the sets going to be completely spoiled. All right, let's take a look here. Shigeki, Juki Visionary. So we have a legendary enchantment creature, Snake Druid. 1G tap, return Shigeki Jukai Adversary or Visionary to its owner's hand. Reveal top 4 cards of your library. You can put a land card among them onto the battlefield tapped and put the rest into your graveyard. That's pretty good, actually. So you can constantly pop them in. This creature, you can constantly pop them in and out of play. Or you can channel it for XX and GG. Discard Shigeki. Return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand. So for 4 mana, you get to have 2 cards back. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Very interesting card. It seems good. Just on the surface, it seems good. It is tap, so you can't activate it at the same turn that it comes into play. But it seems like a good card. It might be a little bit too slow. All right. Tales of Master Shishiro. There we go. You can say it. Saga. First 2 chapters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle. It gains vigilance until end of turn. And then you can exile it, and then flip it, and it becomes a 5/5 vigilance haste. Oh, it's 5 mana. Okay. So it's a 5 mana. Not that great. I mean, it's pretty sweet. If it was cheaper, it'd be really good. I'm going to skip over some of the uncommons. I'll take a look at this for a second. Instant gets +X/+X, where X is the greatest mana value among permanents you control. That's pretty good. Boon of Boseiju. That seems pretty good. So it could be like 2 mana +4/+4. You know, if you have like a 4 mana, or if you could be like 5, if you have like Ren and 7 out or something like that. That's pretty good, actually. Wow. Okay. We'll take a look here. We got a black-white legendary rat pilot. Shiga Akiba gang leader. At the beginning of combat on your turn, return target vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Wow. Okay. Wow. So you can return a vehicle to your... Wow, you can return it right to play. Yikes. That seems pretty good. Okay. It's sort of white. It's not. You'd have to splash black for it. I'm okay with that. At least. What do we got here? Moon Snare Adept. 4 mana ninjutsu 3. Enters the battlefield. Return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Okay, so it's a mana war if you ninjutsu, or it's actually 4 mana is not unplayable, I don't think, for that effect. But it's not a bad card. Then we have Akiba Ambusher, has lifelink. It's a 3/2 for 2 mana, 3/2 lifelink if you ninjutsu it. Okay. Discover the Impossible. 3 mana instant. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Exile 1 of them face down and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. What? If it's an instant with mana value 2 or less, if you don't put that card into your hand. Whoa, this seems pretty good. Oh, I guess you have to. It's not. It doesn't stay. Yeah, it goes away if you don't cast it, I think. Would that be correct? Exile 1 of them face down and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It doesn't say at any time. It doesn't say like at any time you may cast that card. So I think you have to cast it right then. I don't know about that. I mean, it seems good to be able to cast an instant mana value 2 or less right away for free, basically. Or you're basically paying 3 mana. It's basically 3 mana, draw a card, or cast a spell under 2 mana. That might be pretty good. Not 100% sure, though. It's just like drawing a card, I guess, for 3 mana. But you get to dig 5, so that's pretty good, too. Yeah, that's probably pretty good, I think. All right. The only couple of spells that I can think that are 2 mana that are played heavily is like Infernal Grasp and like Vanishing Verse and stuff like that. So maybe in like Esper Control or something, maybe. That's probably pretty good, I think. Yeah. All right. Got a gold creature. Jeskai colors. Henata, the Crown of Dawn. So it's a spirit, 4 mana, flying trample. The cost of the spell you cast is 1 less per target. The cost of spells you cast by opponent is 1 higher for each target. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah. Commander. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, 4 mana, 4/4 flying trample is playable for sure. I don't know if this color combination is viable. It probably is. Okay. We got some ninjutsu. Channel, discard, tap up to 2 target creatures. Okay. Flying, when network disruptor enters battlefield, tap target permanent. Wow. So we got a flying man that has that has a twiddle attached to it. Okay, that's pretty. Seems good. I mean, it's probably not the best thing in the world, obviously, but so this enters the battlefield +1/+1 counter if you controlled another modified creature. Okay. Seven Tail Mentor, when it enters the battlefield or dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. That's 4 mana. Okay, what's this one? Did I see this one yesterday? Yes. Nashee, Moon, Sage, Scion. Yeah. We can actually see the full art here. Oh, that's the flip. No, that's the alternate side. Okay. Wow, that alternate art is sweet. Holy. So yeah, 3 mana, 3/2, and then if it deals damage, you exile the top 2 cards, top card of each player's library, and you can pay them for playing by paying life instead. So this is a 7 mana. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control. Okay, that's fine. What do we got here? I saw 2 mana 4/4 on a vehicle. Whenever it enters the 2 mana 4/4 vehicle, a crew of 3, which means the pilot tokens for white can crew it. Great. Enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters. 2 tap, remove a charge counter, draw a card. Then if there are no charge counters on it, create a treasure token with a 1/1 pilot creature token. Oh wow. This is gonna be the broken vehicle. Boy. And it has that nice 4 toughness that I've been talking about in recent videos. Oh, Spell Pierce. Oh, perfect. I'm so glad Spell Pierce is back. So much for mid-range decks and mid-range control decks. Good luck. All right. Well, I mean, that's just the format. This is going to be obnoxious to play against. There's already a couple of 1 mana counter spells in the format that are marginally played, I think. Now we have Spell Pierce on top of that. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Cloudsteel Kieran, flying. It's a 3 mana 3/2 flyer. A creature has flying, and you can't lose the game, and your opponent can't win the game. What? Okay, it's 5 to equip it. You have to equip it to have this ability. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, wow. I don't know if it's necessarily playable. It's a pretty sweet card, though. Okay, next up we have Mobilizer Mech, flying. Whenever Mobilizer Mech becomes crewed, Up to one other target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Oh my goodness. So 2 mana, 3/4 flying, and a crew of 3. So you can crew this, and as long as you crew this, this can become crewed automatically. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, they know what they're doing, I guess. They've always done so well with vehicles in the past. It looks like it's it. I went over some of these yesterday. Nothing else new. There's a few cards that I skipped here. Oh, this is a shrine. 2 mana trample 1/1. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target shrine for each creature you control. So they basically made shrines into creatures. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. What is this? 2 mana, creature tap for G. As long as Orochi Merge Protector is modified. Yeah. As long as it's modified, you can tap to add 2. Okay. That's interesting. And last one, artifact creature. So it's a 3 mana 1/4 reach. Okay. With +1, I guess +1/+4 and a reconfigure of 4. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm a little bit more worried today about the aggressive decks. Especially the aggressive sort of tempo strategy with Spell Pierce and these 2 mechs, or these 2 vehicles that seem to be very, very powerful. I'm a little concerned about the format right now. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it'll play out okay. But we definitely will have a new top tier deck that's going to run cheap counter spells and cheap creatures, and basically just play one big threat and then basically be able to protect it with a bunch of different counter spells and stuff. It's going to be a very difficult deck to play against for sure. Yeah, the fact that blue also got this. So, I mean, you can even see maybe even the black-blue, rogue deck with the mechs in it as well. Not even just mono-white. Mono-white potentially might even be pushed out of just by virtue of being able to play 2 mana 4/4s. Again, like I said, we saw 2 mana 4/4s in a previous format, and that didn't end well for the format. I think the format actually put us where we are now in terms of standard. But anyways, that'll do it for all the spoilers. Hopefully there's going to be some more today. I'm going to do it just quick check. No, nothing new. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.